As this Rotary year comes to a close, I want to thank each of you and your clubs as a whole for allowing me the privilege and honor of serving as your district governor this past year. It has truly been an exciting and energizing experience. My wife, Pat, and I thank you for the hospitality and courtesy you extended to us as we visited your clubs during this past Rotary year. We saw many outstanding service projects and fundraisers, and you are to be commended for your dedicated approach to service above self throughout the past year. Thanks also to my wife, Pat. It meant so much to me to have her by my side as we visited many of your clubs. You will never know how much time and effort she put in behind the scenes to help me throughout the year. She was amazing. You responded to Rotary International President Sakuji Tanaka's theme of peace through service with numerous peace-related projects and peace forums throughout the year. Certainly one of the highlights was the visit of President Tanaka to Oak Ridge in March for a peace forum, the only one he attended in the continental United States during the year. We were honored to have him serve as the keynote speaker for that event. 19 different Rotary clubs had members who helped on that particular peace forum by serving on the planning committee, being a panelist or table host, or by helping in a variety of other ways. Pat and I just returned from the Rotary International Convention in Lisbon, Portugal, where RI President Tanaka recognized the most outstanding peace project or forum on stage. Although a peace-related project from a Rotary Club in Germany was selected as most outstanding, I'm pleased to announce that the Oak Ridge Peace Forum was chosen as one of the 3 top honorable mention forums or projects in the world. Congratulations to Oak Ridge Committee Chair Fred Heitman for his outstanding leadership, and to all those who helped make the Oak Ridge Peace Forum a reality. Turning to another subject, while the final numbers for the Rotary year won't be in for a few more weeks, thanks to all the clubs who supported the Rotary Foundation Annual Fund and the Polio Plus Eradication Campaign throughout the year. Thanks also for your efforts to increase your club membership. Many clubs had nice growth this past year. Congratulations again to our own John Germ of the Rotary Club of Chattanooga for his selection as a, quote, White House Community Champion of Change because of his outstanding community service in the Chattanooga area for many, many years. John was one of only 12 Rotarians from across the U.S. recognized at a special ceremony in Washington, D.C. this past April. I hope you found these District Governor video messages to be meaningful and informative each month. Past District Governor Frank Rothermel started these monthly video messages 2 years ago. I would like to thank Greg Maciolik of the Rotary Club of Knoxville Breakfast for his support and technical know-how in making these video messages possible. And now at this time, I'd like to call on Ray Knowis, our District Governor for 2013 and 14, to make a few remarks, since he will be continuing this form of communication in the coming Rotary year. As many of you already know, Ray is a member and past president of the Rotary Club of Tullahoma. He has been a Rotarian for 14 years and also served as an assistant governor for 3 years. He and his wife, Ann, look forward to working with you and your clubs in this coming year. Ray, welcome. Good to have you on board. Wish you well in this coming year. So, good luck.
Well, thank you, PDG Jack, for that introduction. I know you're happy to have the new title of Past District Governor. You certainly earned that title of Past District Governor, having served with distinction. You've been a great District Governor, serving with RI President Sakuji Tanaka, whose theme for the year has been Peace Through Service. Your efforts to bring a peace forum to our district and have President Tanaka as a participating attendant are recognized and applauded. I trust that you and First Lady Pat can now enjoy some leisure to enjoy more time with the grandchildren and play a little golf. But now let me address the Rotarians of our district and tell you just how honored I am, along with my wife Ann, to serve as your district governor. Since the first of the year, when we attended the International Assembly in San Diego, California, along with 535 other DGEs, I've been working hard in preparation for my year as your district governor. This effort has included participating in District Governor Jack's mid-year leadership conference in Kingston, then preparing for and conducting the pre-pets in Cookeville, then working to ensure that all clubs and their president-elects are identified, and then getting them registered for Mid-South Pets in Nashville. Then preparing for Mid-South Pets plenary session on Saturday night with President-elect Ron Burton as the featured speaker, and then shadowing the district conference planning team in preparation for DG Jack's very successful district conference in Chattanooga. Then, in the time left, I've worked on getting committee chairs for the 60 committees in our district. This effort was one of the several activities necessary for preparing the district directory, with the help of Kerry Winston as a past district governor, and also as the editor, and then with past district governor John Bailey as the publisher. But now every club president and committee chair has access to our district directory. While the efforts of the past few months have been quite arduous, but quite necessary, I'm now actually beginning my year as your district governor, and I'm very much looking forward to my club visits. During these visits, I'm excited about having to make a speech. That's always particularly exciting for me, to have to make a speech. Really, what I'm really particularly looking forward to is hearing about your club's activities and the projects that you're contributing to our Rotary motto of service above self. Also, during my visits with the club officers, I want to hear about your club's preparation for meeting your club goals for membership and foundation contributions. I believe the club visits will be the most enjoyable part of my serving as district governor. By now, I'm sure that all of you have heard about Rotary's Future Vision Plan. Well, as of July the 1st, 2013, the global launch for the Foundation's new grant model. So all three types of grants, the district grants, global grants, and package grants, can support humanitarian projects and scholarships and vocational training teams. While all the activities supported by the global and package grants must fall into one or more of Rotary's areas of service and be sustainable, district grants have no area of focus or sustainability requirements. The Rotary Foundation's sustainability definition is as follows. It must provide long-term solutions to community needs that benefit the community and can be maintained after the grant funding ends. This new grants model is a reflection of our founder, Paul Harris's thinking in 1935 when he said, "This is a changing world. We must be prepared to change with it." So our district was either the very first or one of the very first to have our grants application for the TRF approved. For this to happen, our district has indeed been indebted to Jim Roxlow. So let Jim know how much we appreciate his efforts in getting our clubs prepared for this transition. So thanks, Jim. So with each month's talk with you, I want to remind you of some important dates or events that will be occurring during the month. This month, July, the most important date for the clubs and the presidents and secretaries is that's the date for the club's semi-annual report. That's when it's due to RI. The dues for RI for the Rotary year are $23.50 semi-annually based on the number of members at the beginning of July and December respectively. Now I'd like to leave you with this thought. Our president, Ron Burton, has introduced his theme for this year as Engage Rotary, Change Lives. So now I'd like for each of you to truly engage Rotary and see if the life that's changed the most isn't your own. So have a great July and a great Rotary year. See you next month.